Welcome to Coffee Connections, where we shine a spotlight on the people and stories that make this city so special. Now, today's episode is going to be a little different. If you've tuned in before, you know that I usually sit down with a guest who's out there making an impact. But as life happens, my guest today had some unexpected car trouble. Shout out to Nails and Tires and New Construction for keeping things interesting. But you know what? That's okay. Coffee Connections isn't just about interviews. It's about connection. It's about sharing those stories that inspire us, the ones that make us think and remind us of the good happening all around us. So we're going to just step back and I'm going to talk about why this series matters to me. It'll be a shorter episode, so sit back, grab your coffee, and enjoy. You know, I have been in real estate for 26 years, over 2 decades. And one thing that I have learned is that homes are not just the walls and the roofs over your head. That makes a house. Homes are about people. They're about the stories inside of them, the communities that surround them, and the connections that bring us together. Now, giving back has always been part of who I am. Since my teenage years, I volunteered at senior living facilities. I volunteered with younger children. In my adult years, I began volunteering in my community, also working on boards, and looking for any way I could to make an impact, and also sharing this with my kids as well. And over the decades of helping people buy and sell homes, I've really come to see that, honestly, let's say, in my multiple decades of living, I've come to see that change doesn't happen always through big organizations. It happens through people, neighbors helping neighbors, small businesses supporting their communities, everyday people making a difference in quiet but powerful ways. You know, and Coffee Connections came to life because I believe those stories deserve to be told, because I believe that when we highlight the good happening around us, we create even more of it. If we focus on it, it just expands, more happens. So for me, Coffee Connections is a way to celebrate the people who aren't always in the headlines, but who I think should be. You know, it's the smallest acts of kindness. It's the simplest stories of resilience that are really often the most powerful. So next, I'd like to give you a sneak peek of what's happening. I can't wait for you to meet some of the amazing guests that we're lining up and hear their inspiring stories. We're going to have an esthetician coming, and you think, an esthetician? That's about skincare. Well, you know, she's a small business owner. She's a woman-owned small business, and at the heart of everything, she wants to make people feel confident. And she's going to share her journey along with some free tips and tricks to help the skin. Let's be honest, who doesn't want to have glowing skin? You're really not going to want to miss this. She's amazing. Another person we have coming, she had an unexpected challenge of being a single mom, giving her a curveball. And instead of becoming a single mom unexpectedly break her, she found purpose and serving from a place of love. I really can't wait for you to hear her story. We have another one. It's a nonprofit. This one actually was a connection through wills, and one of the leaders from the farmers market is going to be a guest. I know that's a conversation you're not going to want to miss either. I mean, I really love all of our conversations. We need more of these, more lined up. And here's where you come in, Atlanta. Who do you know that I need to speak with? Who do you know that's out there making a difference in Atlanta? Who do you know that has a story worth telling? Maybe it's someone running a community project. Maybe it's a nonprofit. Maybe it's someone who's overcome something incredible. Or even it's a neighbor who's just always looking out for others. Please send me a message. I want to hear from you. And I want to give you this quote, thinking about it. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead said those words to us, and indeed, I do believe all of us together can make a difference. You know, we don't have to be superheroes. We don't have to have a cape to make an impact. Although, who wouldn't mind a good cape? And you don't need a huge platform. You don't need to have it all figured out. Here's what you need: a heart that's willing to serve, being willing to show up, and belief that small actions add up. So if you've been following this series, you know I believe in community. I believe in making an impact. And I believe that when we share our stories, we inspire action. We remind people they're not alone. We remind them that kindness still exists. So today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. Really, it means a lot. Thank you for supporting this series, for watching, hopefully sharing, and believing that stories matter. And remember, Coffee Connections isn't about me, it's about all of us. Keep sending me recommendations, keep sharing incredible people in your life with me, and keep making Atlanta a place where we lift each other up. And if you enjoy Coffee Connections and like what you've heard, I ask you share it with someone. So make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, I'm Pam Ahern. Stay connected and inspired and keep making a difference, one sip at a time. See you next week.